MidJourney.com being available, we can now take what's in our mind and have AI deliver artwork to us. Take what is in your mind as you see it and describe it as clearly as you can via words and text. You will see what the AI brings back to you in an image. Most of the images you will see here took me between 1 to 3 hours each as I tweaked them and made multiple versions until it resembled closest to what I see in my mind. So let's take a journey through the afterlife and see what my mind sees with the help of AI imaging. So this one is called Getting His Wings. It took me about 3 to 4 hours to create this image using the AI imaging and text. I wrote as much as I could to describe what I saw: a boy getting his wings, ready to enter the portal of light. This image is absolutely beautiful, and I cannot believe artificial intelligence created this work of art. It is absolutely beautiful, and I actually made it into a print. You can buy a 8x10 or 12x18 of this, and I'll put a link below if you want to check out prints of these images. So this is called Getting His Wings. For this one, I wanted and hoped for something a little abstract. This is called Sharing the Light, and I wanted to convey an image that portrayed how spirits use my light during sessions or even during connection. It doesn't have to be during sessions. The individual on the left represents me with my light. If you look to the right, you can see these spirits. The one in the middle is actually holding some of my light. This is in reference to when spirits ask for our light and our love, because light is love. So this one is called Sharing the Light, as I share my light with some of the souls who need it most. So doing what I do here for the last over a decade, I have seen quite a bit. Spirits have shown me a lot. One of them is when angels get together, merge together. It's almost as if it's a dance of light. This one's called Dance of the Angels. As you can see, there's a group of angels merging together, almost translucent, with the colors of life embedded within them. I love this image, the sense of motion it conveys. I think this one took me about 3.5 hours to get just right, but I am going to print this and put it up in our bedroom. Lovely, lovely image. Still blowing me away what this AI can do. Basically taking your mind, what's in your mind, and bringing it forth in such a beautiful way. For this one, I wanted to dedicate an image to all of our fur babies, our animals, our pets, our loved ones. They're just like family members, and their soul goes into the light as well. This one's called Such a Good Boy. He's earned his wings. He's in his best place, living his best life in the afterlife. I tried to describe my old dog, which got close from 10, 12 years ago. I described a sea of flowers and an ethereal vibe and glowing wings, and I'm just thrilled with the way this image came out. Dedicated to all our fur babies out there. Here's another animal, dog-based image called At the Rainbow Bridge. These two dogs crossed over at the same time. They're about to explore their heaven at the Rainbow Bridge. It looks almost oil painting-like, and that was one of the instructions I put into the text. I wanted to have a couple of dogs entering their own heaven at the Rainbow Bridge. Again, thrilled with the way this came out. This one took me about, I'd say, 1.5 hours to complete. Let's move on to some more serious images. It's been no secret to me, and even many of you watching, there is a war going on, a spiritual war of dark and light, and it's taking place on Earth and in the afterlife. I wanted something grand, something epic, something cinematic to portray the battle, the starting of the battle of good versus evil. Here we see the light from above entering into the depths of hell, and those soldiers in hell getting ready to battle with the light. After about 3 hours of working on this image, I was blown away by what my mind and the artificial intelligence was able to create. This software is mind-blowing, but it's actually been able to take what I see in my mind and get very, very close in an image. Blowing my mind. Another grand cinematic image here. I wanted to convey the power of light energy. And in this one, a portal has opened up showing the power of God. Therefore, this image is titled The Power of God. This one took about 3 hours, many variations, many changes to the description. The more descriptive you are in your text, the more the image will come back looking like what you think it should look like. And this one has that energy, that power, that raw feeling of a portal opening up and the light being presented. And speaking of the power of God, I wanted to go further with this. So this one's called Hand of God. And I wanted to show an image representing God having physical hands and the energy pouring out from those hands. And this energy is what is in each and every one of us. And most of us don't even realize it. This one is called the Hand of God because this energy coming out is pushing out love energy and light energy to all willing to accept it. Another beautiful image created by this technology. Next up, I call this one the Road to Redemption. As a lonely soul walks down a pathway seeking the light and approval of God. As he walks closer and closer, he will eventually find the source, but that walk will be a long journey. The road to redemption. I love the way it made figures almost as if they're human spirit beings on the left and right, watching as he walks down this road. And at the end of the road, at the tip, you see a lit up cloud where that is the source of all light. Beautiful image, touches my heart. And all of these will be available in prints. I'll put a link below, as well as a couple of them, like the Rainbow Bridge, on a t-shirt. Up next, so around 8 or 9 years ago, I had an experience in my bedroom. I talked about it on my YouTube channel here and in an article, and to people close to me. I was lying in bed with Debbie, and I was awoken by a spirit presence. I opened my eyes, and what I saw was a blue electrical formation happening right in front of my eyes. Instead of jumping up and getting scared, I studied it. And I tried my best to get this AI to create the image as I wanted it to be seen, and I have to say it nailed it. It's so surreal. It's so ethereal. It's 95% spot on. Of course, that's not my bedroom, but the message is clear. We can create what we see in our mind's eye in a beautiful image. And this is that experience that happened to me in my bedroom just about a year or two after getting into ITC heavily. This one's called My Bedroom Portal. This is another one I really enjoy, and many of times spirits have shown me souls going into heaven, and almost like there's a line waiting to be given the light to go further and enter the source, which we call heaven. Here you see a group of people entering heaven for the first time. They're standing in line to go through the middle and be awarded the light. This is a very powerful image. I see things like this from time to time, similar, not exact. The AI can't read my mind exactly, but it gets close. But this represents the souls receiving the light and moving into heaven. Beautiful piece of art. I have to say that the AI nailed this image exactly. For years, for 5-6 years, I've been providing members meditation videos to help connect with their loved ones during my group nights. And I often reference the hall of doors, the golden doors that lead into basically the gates of heaven. And here it's exactly what I've seen in my mind's eye for all of these years. The way the gold is represented, the way the doors are there on the left and right. And those of you who have done my meditation will recognize this scene. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. But this one is called Inside the Gates. This one represents a woman entering heaven with her dog and asking if her dog can go with her. This image is titled, Yes, She is Allowed In, as the keeper of the gates has just told her that her and her dog can enter heaven. I just love the ethereal vibe of this one. I don't think it's something I'll print, but it's still something about it is very pleasing and very surreal and ethereal and beautiful to look at. So yes, our dogs are allowed in to heaven. This next one, I wanted it to be kind of artsy and quirky and, again, surreal. This one is called Spirit Teaching Love, because this is a spirit who's invisible to this person walking. But you can see the spirit is attached to this person via a cord, and that cord goes on and is influencing this person to plant seeds of love, to spread love. And that's what this image represents. Spirit teaching love, because love is the key, and love is what this life and the afterlife is all about. I'm going to show you very quick here just a few more images to show you what you can do with this AI technology. I've made other images. I've tried to create an image of Debbie and I walking through the woods at night in the style of Starry Night by Van Gogh. I've created 1950s noir images. I've created surreal images of the 1950s with a giant walking down the street. The only limit, my friends, is your imagination. And I feel that within the next 5 to 10 years, this is going to be a serious space for art, and each image created is unique. No two images will ever be the same, because these images basically are coming from your mind and your imagination. It's really spectacular, and you can make some beautiful, beautiful works of art. Debbie and I picked out at least 5 of these to have printed, and I'm going to continue to make more. I hope you enjoyed this video, my friends. I love you all. Remember, love is the key, and I will see you next time.